The worst performing sector this year, Anand, has been the entire IT space, and come the 11th of Jan, we'll get to know what Infosys does this quarter. What is your expectation of how the IT companies perform this quarter, and stock specifically, how would you approach it now?
Well, I think the quarterly earnings are pretty well speculated or guessed at, so I don't want to comment particularly on this quarter. But I think if you were to look at the next 12 months, you have to choose one of the two scenarios. The first scenario is what the market is betting on, which is that interest rates will be cut, Indian industry will continue to grow dramatically, and money will continue to come in. All of which is not necessarily good for the IT sector, because that implies that the rupee will be stable, if not stronger. And there will be other sectors which will attract more attention. The flip side of it is perhaps what is equally possible, but is not being factored in by the market, that there will be actually a weaker rupee because of the fact that inflation will continue to remain up, that the rest of the globe will actually do much better, and therefore the emerging market flows will be somewhat more tepid. And to that extent, with fewer or perhaps not as much FDI flow coming into the country, the rupee will remain under pressure. Along with that, of course, is the question of what happens to the US market in particular, but global markets in terms of IT spend. And I would think that, in my view, the second one is actually a reasonably high probability event, in which case IT per se is a sector that one should look at for two reasons. One, it obviously benefits from the weaker rupee, but it also benefits from the fact that there could be an uptick in the demand cycle in some parts of the world. And to that extent, the pressure that we've been seeing so far in terms of the slower growth of maybe 10-11% that the industry is likely to witness may actually go away, and you may see a higher growth there. So in my view, it's time at least to be somewhat, if not if not neutral, maybe slightly overweight on the IT sector. And obviously a company like Infosys has been probably one of the worst hit. So if they do correct themselves in terms of being more aggressive in terms of growth, it could be actually a great surprise for over the next 12 months.